The only time I would stop working is if I'm sick. But like even if it's like a fever or something, I still do.
We're talking burnout this week, and today how overworking is killing you.
Hustle culture has turned into a race where everyone's running on fumes, glorifying the never-ending chase for success.
Slaves worked all the hours they were awake for their entire lives. I think like if they can do it, so can I. Now you're like, well, did they have a happy existence? Well, they didn't get to pick the work they did, but it means that you can work. That's if you have the cat behind you. You can work every hour of the day. I'm like, well, if you get to have the cheese and you get to eat the cheese the whole way you're going, then, I mean, there's the famous quote, the person who loves walking walks further than the person who loves the destination.
Hey guys, so this week we are trying to do like a podcast kind of thing. We still don't know what we are going to talk about. We have like a
bunch of questions.
Just bunch of like points which we jot down like 15 minutes ago. We don't know exactly what we are going to talk about. We are just going to give our opinions. Like this is strictly our opinions, not like the right
and
thing.
It's like completely ad hoc. Like we don't know what we're going to say even. So it might not come out in the most eloquent way.
And to give your context, anyone who haven't watched my videos before, I'm Ronath and this is Zulq. We have two businesses currently. One is TheCatalyst, which is a streetwear brand, and the other one is a creative agency / editing agency. We are figuring it out. That is Chroma Global. So I founded both of them, and he's the co-founder of both of them, and he's the creative director in the creative agency. TheCatalyst, we've done it for more than 1.5 years now. We've done like 10 to 11 drops, of which we've sold out everything. That feels good. Then the Chroma Global, we've done it for almost a year now. And we are working with...
I mean, we probably started it just a few months ago.
We'll talk about it. We started after we got the holidays from uni. But like we started it a year ago. Now we are working with like one of the biggest names in the world. We are working with like Shark Tank people also. So we'll give you all more context, but that's like something for you all to start with. So
let's get started with the questions then.
So it's not like questions. We have like
it's just like
random topic. We'll just talk about it.
So the first one is, what do you regret the most?
In life or
in business, as an entrepreneur?
Obviously, as everyone, like not starting earlier. If we started specifically, like if we started the clothing brand like a year ago,
we would have made much more progress.
Progress, and like we would have been like globally selling stuff now. That's one thing I regret. I don't think I have like a lot of stuff that I regret on business side.
Like I think for me, I've wasted a lot of time as well, and I feel like if I had spent my teenage years a lot more wisely, I could have done so much more, because I just wasn't doing anything back then. And to go from that to doing something, you realize how much time you've wasted.
So we both met in uni. So we both are doing a software engineering degree, of which we both are in the third year. We met in the foundation year, and like he was bad. Like he didn't have a work ethic.
It was actually terrible.
He was just gaming and obese and every bad thing you can name it, he was that, other than drugs. Like.
So like I was never one for any substance abuse. But other than that, I think everything else, I was probably...
I just approached him just because he could draw from like those days. He can draw really well.
I think just in regards to art, I was extremely talented. And I think I also practiced a lot. Like I remember like back then I used to do like I used to finish like one sketchbook a week. Right? So like I used to draw a lot.
Yeah, how I got to know is when like there were like boring lectures.
Yeah.
He was just drawing on his iPad, like he
Yeah.
was just shouting and like screaming and all. He's just minding his own like thing and he's drawing. So I knew that he can draw. And when I got the idea for Catalyst, I reached out to him because I can get the designs done from him.
Yeah.
That was the only reason I approached him, like nothing else.
Well, thank God I had that skill.
So yeah, that I mean, starting early is the only thing I regret, like not doing.
If I have anything else.
Not really, I guess. I mean, it's been like a fun journey. Like we are still like in the first step. Like we haven't like gone into the second step even. Like we are still in the first step. But yeah, we've come a long way.
Definitely.
Yeah. So what's the next one? Yeah.
How it's like to build a brand in college.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. It's definitely not a. It's definitely not a good thing to do if you want to focus on academics.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
not.
For
Yeah.
sure not.
You like
Because-
it's impossible to focus on academics and do good in your startup. Like it's impossible. I mean, you can do it.
I mean,
Like
you
I
did it.
I kind of did it.
Oh, see, so Ronath, he's extremely good at multitasking. He can do all this stuff like more than I think 90% of people can. Me, on the other hand, that's a different story. I can maybe multitask two things at once, and I can only do one thing properly.
So I was doing good in academics. Then I was doing Catalyst. We were doing Catalyst
Yeah.
properly at those times. Also.
You were working back then too.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, for the Catalyst, anyways, like most of the drawing and everything I did. So
Yeah.
like there was not a lot of.
Yeah. After we figured out like all the logistics.
Yeah.
Like I had all the connections, so I just have to like send
Yeah,
text
yeah.
messages to everything to get done.
Yeah.
And why I was working was so I didn't want to get capital for Catalyst from like my parents or like his parents.
Yeah.
So I invested everything I got from the job to this.
So he invested most of the money in the Catalyst, and I also
Yeah.
invested a little bit.
Yeah. So I invested, and then in the second drop we wanted more money.
Yeah.
And then you were like, I'll put in that. money.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that.
That's
Wait, I forgot the question. I forgot the question. Oh, building a brand.
Building a
in
brand
college?
in college.
Okay. So, if you are doing academics and building a brand, that's going to be hard.
Yeah.
I don't think it's impossible.
Yeah, it's not impossible.
Yeah, I kind of did it, but like now that I don't have like lectures these days, I feel that if I had full focus,
Yeah.
both the business would be like over the moon right now.
I mean, it's all about your priorities, right? Like, if you want to have a career in something, like I don't know, medicine, it's not a good idea to start a brand in the middle. I think.
Yeah.
Because you need to like put full focus into that, right? But for something like this, I think we had the time to we had some spare time to do other stuff, right?
I mean, it's not spare time also, right? Like
Yeah.
we didn't go for parties, we didn't go out, and we spent like
Yeah.
overnight working.
That's true.
I mean, that's how we got time. Not that we had like spare time.
Yeah.
Like now also we work like ridiculous hours. Like
This is like, I don't think some of y'all would even believe the hours that we work. It's like extremely unhealthy, definitely.
yeah, but yeah. So I don't specifically have like tips
Yeah.
to build a brand in college. I think it comes down to discipline at the end of the day.
See, I think for you, especially, it was, I think, much easier because you've had that discipline for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like, I think from my perspective, it would be. It was extremely difficult. Like
I used to get really mad at you
Yeah.
because like you couldn't get stuff done.
because like I started from 0 and I had to go to like 100,
yeah.
which was extremely difficult. It was hard to keep up with
Like-
that, right?
Like recently, like I don't know, like 4 or 5 months
Yeah.
back only you came to that level and I
Yeah,
wasn't like
exactly,
getting mad
exactly,
at you.
exactly.
like before that I was like constantly like blaming him for not getting stuff done.
Yeah.
If I want like something done tomorrow, he takes like 2-3 days to get it done.
Because I just didn't have that work ethic. Like I used to procrastinate like insane amounts.
Yeah, so no tips, it's just discipline and start something that you have a passion for.
Yeah.
Don't
Because like if you start something that you have a passion for, you wouldn't mind putting in the hours.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you just watch a YouTube video and be like, oh, that's a business idea that makes a lot of money, like nothing but the money, then you won't really make much progress in it because you're just doing it for the money.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to have like that passion to do whatever you're doing.
So like, I mean, we both know that there's a ton of like clothing brands right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But like we started like before all this came.
Yeah.
And like I didn't want to start it just because I wanted to start a business. So the problem I had was I didn't have like proper graphic tees like with like the proper neck circumference I wanted. And I was like, okay, let's print something for me to wear. It went like a total another path, and like we started doing drops. So like, that's how it started.
It's not even something like I don't even wear a lot of oversized tees.
Yeah.
So it's mostly what do you call Ronat's need.
Yeah.
That we're trying to fulfill here. Like I think I barely wear them because like it's not my style.
Yeah.
But it like took off like crazy after we started.
I think that's because like I only wore those, right?
Yeah.
So I
Exactly.
knew what
you knew the pain points of the customer.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean we made a lot of mistakes along the way.
Definitely.
Yeah. We had some shit go down, but we learned, I guess, and we are doing good.
Let me check the next question. Work-life balance.
Okay, you need to talk about it because I don't have work-life balance. Like you can talk about it.
So even I don't think I have work-life balance anymore.
Now you don't have.
Now I don't. But before, I wasn't getting stuff done because even then I had no work-life balance. But it was the other way around. I spent more time, playing than doing work.
You had like a bunch of friends, those days.
Yeah. No, see,
it's actually the people who you like surround yourself with. Like, I totally believe in that.
Definitely. So like my friends back then were really bad as well. Like I did not have a productive friend group.
Oh, okay.
Like a friend group that did the right things, had the right habits. So I think the first step that made me much better was changing my set of friends. So like there's a quote, the extremely famous quote, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And that's like incredibly true.
Like I don't think I have like friends that I talk to. Like I don't have any beef with them. Like I can just text them and they would reply and we can like meet up if they want. But like I don't have friends that I talk to every day that I had back then. Like, I don't know what happened. Like nothing bad happened, but like we are not friends anymore, I guess. Like now I have like a total set of friends that are like have reached more heights than both of us.
Yeah, exactly.
And that like encourages both of us to like do more.
So I think the way I select friends is based on sort of what they provide for me in my life. Like I can't have someone that is bringing me down.
Okay, definitely.
Like I think all the friends I have, they provide me with some sort of support. In different ways.
Okay.
So I think you being I think probably one of my closest friends. Like
one of your closest friends.
Yeah.
One.
Okay. So like I think I maybe have like 4 or 5 really close friends.
Yeah.
Right. That I trust my life with.
Yeah.
And every one of them aren't
shout out for
like
them.
Shout out to them. They really help me. So each of these people have different qualities that I love.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it's not like I want to take qualities from all of them and put it into my life. So your work ethic, the way you work, that's inspired me a lot. So I think that's affected me. I have a few other friends, like Yusuf.
Yeah.
So he's
I mean, he works with us now.
yeah, he works with us now too. So like his what do you call, work ethic in the gym
Yeah.
has inspired me a lot.
He has like a proper
Yeah,
like
insane-
close to see bum.
Insane physique, right?
Yeah.
So I started the gym with him, and he's been with me since school. He's the only friend I have that's been with me since school, and I appreciate him a lot too. And see, like these are the kind of people you need in your
Yeah.
life, right?
Shit, now that I think of it, I don't have like friends that I talk like day to day
Yeah, yeah.
that came from like school. Like
Yeah.
I have none. That's like
Yeah, no, so even with Yusuf, right? I don't speak to him like every single day,
yeah. Okay.
but I know that if I ever ask him for
Oh, yeah,
something,
he's gonna be
like
there. Yeah,
he's
yeah.
gonna be there for me.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got to know him like from you, and I still know like if I need something, he's gonna like
Yeah.
right away come.
And see, like all of my friends, like because of work and stuff, I don't talk with them as much as I'd like to.
Yeah.
But I love that they understand that,
Yeah. Okay.
and they
I
won't.
think both of our friends like understand
Yeah,
that.
that's the hardest part, because a lot of people think that it's toxic,
Yeah.
it's bad because you don't spend. But like they understand that.
And
that's
the
just
best thing is our parents understand.
yeah,
the workload.
exactly. Like our parents are probably the best.
Yeah. Like both our parents like support
Yeah,
everything. we do.
amazing parents.
Because like you don't know, like we do some like
Yeah.
crazy shit. Like it doesn't make sense in the beginning, but like when we do it, it makes sense. But like
Yeah.
when we tell anyone about the idea, like it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
like everyone would just think we're
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Like when we were reaching out to like big gas clients, like it sounds so crazy, but like now we are working with them. Like
Yeah, exactly. Like people will be like, oh, why the hell would you even try
yeah,
that?
yeah. like why would a billionaire work with like a 20-year-old like
Yeah.
set of people from Sri Lanka? Like,
Like, and also with no experience.
yeah, no experience. Yeah. Like now we pitch using their names
Yeah.
because we have experience. Like when we pitched to them in the first place, like
Yeah.
we had no experience.
It's a complete
Yeah.
like
They just had to like
scattershot.
trust us.
Yeah.
And like, and we did it. Did we do it for free? We didn't do it for free either, right?
No.
We did some work for free.
We give like a sample, I think.
Yeah. But we didn't do it for free also. But it
I
worked out.
think what impressed them was that we were consistent and
Yeah.
like.
I mean, we were putting in the hours. Like
definitely.
like when they tell us to do something, like we get it done in like a couple of hours.
Like you don't understand how easy it is to outwork most people.
yeah. Literally,
Like
now,
the
yeah.
the amount of hours you put in like makes a huge, because like when a normal person, like the average person, when they get down to work, they maybe spend like 20 minutes doing actual work,
Yeah.
and the other
I
bit just
saw
not
this
doing any
article
work.
also where like in 9 to 5 jobs,
Yeah,
like they spend like 2 to 3 hours doing actual work.
yeah.
That's crazy to think.
Because see, it makes sense as well, right?
Yeah.
In a 9 to 5 job, you're not paid for your output. You're just paid for your hours,
Huh.
right?
But it's
See, if
it's
you-
different in the startup culture though. Like
Yeah, yeah.
like our team,
Yeah.
I think works from like I don't know. They don't work 9 to 5. They work
Yeah.
from like 9 to like 12 or something, and we are not like forcing them. to
Yeah,
they work.
exactly. They're amazing
Yeah,
people. by
we
the
have
way.
like an amazing team.
Amazing team. And I mean, see, the thing is, we increase their pay based on their output, right?
I mean that's something we
So-
have inside.
So,
like
so that's the motivation,
yeah.
right? In a normal 9 to 5 job, why should you do more work? Because like you're not going to get a return out of it. You're,
But, like,
you're
what-
just spending more effort.
I think
to-
that's more in the corporate like
Yeah,
big company.
corporate
like,
companies.
Because like startups, they are like
Yes,
amazing.
no,
at,
startups
like,
obviously
yeah.
great, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
like-
because startups use like your salary scales with the
Yeah.
startup itself.
yeah. So like when we hire people for like mostly Chroma,
Yeah.
what we tell them is this is your base, but in the next month this can like double.
Yeah.
Like if we grow, it's gonna like double. No, like
And like being the starting team, they'd
Yeah.
obviously have the most.
yeah, like literally like yesterday, we did a sample for a client,
Yeah.
and we might get that client. Like
Yeah.
we kind of like got it.
Yeah.
And like the first thing I told the editor was like, I'm gonna give this percentage from the client straight up to you, other than the salary he already has, because like he's managing the client. Like, like why would like we should give it, right?
Exactly.
But I don't think that happens in the corporate.
Yeah, it doesn't. See, that's the problem. That's why they're just like mindless zombies.
Yeah.
You know, like people just go, they just sit in their desk, they do something else.
But I don't wanna, like, I don't think it's bad either, because some people just want like that freedom.
No, see, it's not bad. But what I'm saying is, the reason they don't have that output is because they're not being paid for their.
I think it was Steve Jobs who said, I can't remember if it's Steve Jobs, I don't know. Someone said it, that he would never, even if they grow the company for like 1,000, 2,000 employees, he would never get out of the startup culture. Because like, I think if we go to the corporate like culture with the current team, our output will like go down like 50%.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
That's crazy to think.
What was the question?
We derailed.
the question was work-life balance.
Oh, okay. How did we come to this?
I was talking about
friends and
friends and everything. Yeah. So moving back to the topic. So yeah, I have a lot of amazing friends, but recently, you know, after I started working like a lot of hours, I haven't had the chance to actually like balance my life. So my routine basically just, I wake up in the morning, I pray, I work, then I come to Hatch where we work. Then after that, in the evening at around like 5, I either go to the gym or Muay Thai. Right.
We missed it.
We missed it
We've been
like the last month because it got extremely hectic, but we'll probably start soon.
It's not that it got hectic. We could have
the hours.
It's just we have to go like we have to travel like 1 hour from like where we work
and
to
then
there,
1 hour back,
and then 1 hour we spend doing Muay Thai, and then 1 hour back. That's like 3 hours.
And then you have to shower so like 4-5 hours just gone.
So like 4-5 hours of us not working.
That's a big impact.
Yeah. And like what happens is the team also can't work because like it either has to like go through you or me for the client, right?
Exactly. So like it's like I'm in charge of basically reviewing everything before it goes out, and I have to do it's like as soon as the team finishes the work, I need to review it so they can make the changes, right? So if I go home late and then I review it at that time and they're asleep, then
like I think one of our superpowers in the company is it gets reviewed through like a lot of layers. Like it gets reviewed from the person who's doing it. Then you review it. Then me I review it, and then it goes. I think that's what I just realized that it's good. Okay.
That's why the quality is so high.
So I mean, like we have edge points over other people who do the same thing. But like it's the creativity, but it's not like a whole new business idea we are doing, right?
Exactly.
It exists currently, and other people are also doing it.
I think what separates us is the creativity. The work ethic.
Like companies or like people can rely on us that we get it done. We won't miss it. Like we will not sleep till it gets it done.
Exactly.
I think that's
So like that's the thing with work-life balance, right?
That's why we don't have work.
Because we basically just want the best for our clients.
Like we are not promoting our agency or like our companies. Like
we're just saying, we like if we get a client, obviously we want the best for them.
I mean, like we don't give like false expectations also when we onboard the client. Like we tell him or her what we are gonna give and like what will happen, and like we keep up. Like we keep that word. That's it, I guess.
It's like our output now is insane. Like I think maybe like 10-12 videos a day. If like on a good day, that's I think
on a good day. I don't have work-life balance. I feel guilty when I don't like spend time with my family a lot. So I do like keep time for that. That's the only thing, because like when I go home, you know the hours I work. I go home at like 2-3 in the morning.
See, I think I also, so like my family is huge. Like, and there's always someone at my house. So I also do feel guilty because like they just see me as like some sort of bear that comes out of hibernation every once in a while. But recently I've been trying to spend more time with them, so I just take my laptop, go where they're sitting, and I just work there while talking to them, because like that's the only way I can spend time with them.
Like now also I try to like go home and work and not like work here, because like otherwise if I stay till I finish the work, it's gonna be like 2 or 3 a.m. Like yesterday also I went around like 8 or something, and I went home and I still work, but like I'm home, right? Like they see me.
But I think the biggest thing is, you
Like-
know, the reason we do this is because we'd have more freedom in the long term.
Yeah.
Right.
My
Like-
goal
like-
since like 15
Yeah.
was to retire by 30. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
exactly,
doing it.
exactly.
I'm 20 now. I have 10 years. I'm
Exactly.
gonna do it.
Exactly, same. So I think people see it as a bad thing that we're not spending time with family, we're not spending time with friends, but it's a sacrifice for the future.
Yeah, but
You know?
these 15 years that we sacrifice,
Yeah.
we're gonna get like 40, 50 years.
Exactly.
Uh,
Like I think it's a sacrifice worth like doing.
yeah. I mean, we try to balance, but like
Yeah.
it's hard.
I mean,
don't-
obviously, we don't want to neglect
Yeah,
those
we
things.
are not.
Because like there are still priorities in our
Yeah.
life. But the thing is, this goes into obsession, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to be obsessed with your craft.
I mean, I don't think if you are working on a startup and you actually have like high goals for the startup, you can't have work-life balance and then grow the startup.
Yeah, exactly.
What you can do is not balance. Like you can determine what your balance is. Like balance isn't always 50-50.
See, the thing is, when you're a startup, you're competing with huge corporations, right? So there has to be like you need to get all the leverage you can.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you have to.
So like if you just work like 4 hours a day,
Yeah.
you're not going to beat those massive corporations in getting jobs, getting clients, because they have teams that can get it done in like a second.
Yeah. So like we have to get equal to like a team of 10 with like 2 people.
Yeah, exactly. So you basically have to outwork the competition.
Yeah.
Like, even if they are much better than you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah.
Like I mean, even when we started Chroma, there were so many other agencies here.
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
like there's so many like agencies popping up.
we had like 6 months ish.
Yeah.
That we only had one client.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we had one client for a whole 6 months.
Yeah. So like we actually so we're taking a gap year now. Right?
Yeah.
And back then when we had only one client, we were also doing uni.
Yeah. And we had the Catalyst.
Yeah,
also.
and we had the Catalyst.
And the
also.
Catalyst was doing like good,
Yeah.
so we couldn't neglect that to focus on this.
So we had finals for the second year.
Yeah.
And that was that made me so stressed. And so I was like extremely unproductive with work then, because I was like extremely stressed. I didn't know how to manage anything. It was terrible.
I was all right.
Yeah, like I said, you're gifted, bro. I mean, you've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
You're good at it already.
And like I like software engineering.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
to like
Exactly,
code and stuff,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
But so we were it's like I was struggling a lot then. So we weren't really making much progress with Chroma.
Yeah, I felt so bad. Like,
So-
there was a point I was thinking, will this actually work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually failed a paper too.
Okay.
Like one paper. I mean, it was a really bad subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was strictly because you didn't study for
Yeah,
that. Because that was
I
like
just-
a subject that you need to study.
Yeah, exactly. So I hate studying. It's like
I mean, I hate studying
it's,
too.
it's
but
the worst thing
I
ever.
just do it somehow.
Shut up! You can like retain information so easily. You just need to read, and it just stays in.
See,
I hate studying.
I have a very weird way of studying, right? I just go through the slides, like uni slides, and like I'm good to go for the exam.
Very weird way of studying. Shut up, bro. It's reading.
But you have to like draw everything to study,
like
right?
so the way I study is I need to like illustrate what I'm thinking like if there's a topic, I need to illustrate the steps of it, and then I use that illustration as a bookmark to understand and to remember the information from that part of the topic. You know.
Okay.
So it is a really weird way of studying, but I think it helps. Like I'm an extreme visual learner.
Okay.
Like a visual and a practical learner.
Okay.
So if I do something and I, see something, it sticks in my mind.
What kind of a learner am I? I like visual stuff too.
You're like an all-rounder or shit.
See, I think I'm just too lazy to draw, okay?
Yeah.
So I don't draw. What I do is, uni
Smart
slides
people
are
problems.
so uni slides are normally like, they don't have information, right?
Yeah.
Like they are just like 2-3 points.
The
And
slides are so bad.
Yeah.
They're the
so
worst
bad.
slides ever.
Yeah. But I'm just too lazy to like take notes or like draw, so I just go through the deck.
So you just remember it. Like it's that easy. Huh? you just,
I just do it.
You just remember it.
Okay, we are done with that topic.
We were already talking about.
Work-life balance, it goes like everywhere. But yeah, so conclusion, you can't have work-life balance.
Yeah.
If you're doing a startup and if you want to grow it.
It's not just if you're having a startup, if you're doing anything.
Yeah. I mean, even if you're working on a job and you want to like go to like
the highest level. Like,
I don't think you can have work-life balance.
I think I learned this after working with you only, because I didn't have any sense of this before.
Yeah.
It is not just doing what people ask you to, but doing more than what they ask you to. Right?
Like you have to always exceed
you need to always
expectations.
exceed the expectations. Yeah, exactly. Because that's what's going to make you grow.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you just do what they want, like it's just stagnating.
Like everyone would do that.
Yeah,
right?
everyone
you
would
have
do
to
that.
you have to always
differentiate from the rest.
You have to like always check like a couple of boxes that the client or the customer doesn't like ask for.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
Like you
that
need to
gives
set
you the
standards
edge.
to yourself.
Otherwise, there's no reason for the client or the customer to like stay with you. So yeah.
But I think what you call a lot of people when they start a business, start something, they want to have good work-life balance.
Yeah.
Like they
That's
think
really bad.
like I think again social media has created this fantasy for entrepreneurs.
Wait, we had that topic. We had that topic. Wait,
What was the
okay.
topic?
Okay, work-life balance is done.
Okay.
You can't have work-life balance, but still have priorities for like family or like whatever you care the most.
Yeah.
And work-life balance is always not 50-50. It can be 70-30 or 80-20.
Yeah.
Like depending on what you do and what you want to achieve. Like that's
true
it.
balance is not possible.
Yeah. Like you can have it after a certain point in life.
Like balance is only after you've achieved the success.
Yeah, like after 30, I want to retire, and then I would have like work as 20%, and then all the other.
I'm not going to stop working though.
Yeah, we can't. I don't.
But see, the thing is, I feel like if I stopped working, I would be depressed.
Yeah.
Because there's like no purpose.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Let's go to the next question.
Yeah. So the next topic, fitness.
Yeah. So, how was your early fitness life?
So just want to talk about how fitness and what fitness plays.
Yeah.
What in our life?
Yeah. How fitness has impacted our lives and what we've done.
So from like small ages, I used to play table tennis.
Yeah.
So it's not like the table tennis you play in the hotel, but it's like professional table tennis. And I used to play it pretty well. I was in like the first 16 of the country, and then represented the country like a couple of times.
Overachiever.
So yeah, so I was used to like being fitter than the average because I did.
I also think maybe because you were so good at it, you must have built discipline there also.
Oh yeah. Because
Right,
like
definitely.
my routine was like I go to school, then I go for practice. I don't do homework or anything. I go for practices because I used to practice like 4 or 5 days per week, and then I come back. I'm like exhausted. I sleep. Then I go to school and do all the homework. Like that was my routine.
Do you think you had like the discipline before that too? Or do
I
you
don't
think
know. I think my discipline got built over because I used to do a lot of stuff at school at once.
that?
So I was the head prefect. I did. I still do music, but I did music, and then I was doing playing like table tennis properly. So like in order to manage all those, I should be like disciplined.
That makes sense.
That's it's hard. And then COVID hit, and
Yeah.
I stopped like playing table tennis. Not stopped, like I couldn't go for practice, right? So
Yeah.
I shaped, okay, stopped. Then COVID hit, and I started working out at home because I felt guilty without doing anything physical.
Yeah.
And then after COVID ended, I started gymming. I went with you first,
Yeah.
firstly, and then I'm gymming like five days at least per week now. And my goal hasn't changed yet.
Yeah.
I don't want to be jacked. I just want to be fit.
Yeah.
And like at given
So definitely opposites in that
at any
way.
point, I just want to like run like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
5 miles, like without getting gassed out.
Yeah. So it's like functional strength and
Yeah.
functional.
It's just like
Yeah.
endurance and stuff. That's it. That's what
That
I
makes
want. I
sense.
just want to stay like this fit. That's it.
Mm.
But I think it's different for you.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be jacked.
Yeah. I mean, the way I started was completely different. It's like, it was almost like we're like the complete opposite.
Yeah, for real.
The way Ronath has been is definitely like the opposite of how I am.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I think I was like not fit at all. Like when I was really small.
I mean, even when we first met, you were like obese
Yeah.
and like.
Yeah. So at that time, that was actually after a period of me being fit, and then I went back into a period of obesity.
Okay.
So how it was is when I was like really small, like like 9, 10, I was just normal, right? My body, my physique was just completely normal, and then like not fat or thin. And then after that, I actually started playing football a bunch.
You still play, right?
Yeah. So back then, it was just like completely casual. So I used to go for school practices, right? And I was still fat then, because like I didn't like what do you call, take it serious or anything.
Yeah.
I was eating like shit food.
Okay.
Okay. But then after that, I actually got like proper into it, and then I was playing like futsal with my uncles.
Okay.
Okay. So I
He
actually,
has like a million.
yeah, I have like, my family is massive. So after starting playing with my uncles, I think I actually got stronger then too, because I was, what do you call, tackling like fully grown adults
Yeah.
when I was like 14. So I was playing with them a lot, and then I got really passionate about football. I used to play a lot of football. I think I played for a club once. Then after playing football,
COVID hit.
COVID. And that that was a slump. Like,
So he was into gaming a lot. So
Yeah.
COVID was like the
Yeah, okay.
best
So-
opportunity he can
so-
get to game.
everyone hated COVID. I loved it. Like, it was like the best thing ever. Because one thing, I'm an introvert. I hate people. like hanging out with most people, I dislike.
Okay.
Right? And that, like, COVID hitting was just like perfect, because I'm a massive anime fan. I was a massive gaming fan. So I used to like
Perfect opportunity.
Yeah, like literally, I used to just play games, watch anime, and eat.
and sleep.
And sleep. So it was just like gluttony and like hedonism. It was so bad. And then I basically looked pregnant after like a year of COVID. like maybe if I find pictures I'll put, but it was so bad. And then afterwards, I started realizing, and then I actually got extremely disgusted with myself. I was just like, I can't let this be. I can't let this happen. So then I actually got into fitness. I also actually started with home workouts in COVID, because there's nothing.
Yeah, I mean you can't go to the gym, right?
And I don't think I've told you this, but the way I started working out. So, do you know the tape machines?
Yeah.
Like the sellotape machines.
Oh yeah.
So there was one at my house which was made of ceramic, so it was like really heavy. I used that as a dumbbell. I legit used that as a dumbbell. So I was doing like lots of exercises with that.
I mean, during COVID, like I also just did like body weight stuff, because
Yeah.
like I can't get like dumbbells
Yeah,
delivered to my house, right?
exactly,
I can't order.
exactly.
So like it was just like bodyweight stuff.
Exactly. So I did bodyweight stuff and that.
Okay.
And I actually made some progress and I ended up losing the weight.
Mm.
Okay.
And then you got this coach, right?
Yeah, and
Trainer.
then after like I got the coach and he was actually amazing.
Yeah.
So he helped me lose a lot of weight.
What
Like-
was his name again?
Akib.
Akib.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Amazing guy.
Amazing.
Yeah. He has an insane physique too.
I mean, yours should have seen.
Yeah,
like, he's
probably.
pretty popular.
If you're in the fitness
Yeah, you should have seen it. Yeah.
scene here, you probably know him.
He gives like proper
Yeah.
tips and like stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So I learned a lot from him, and honestly, I still use like some of his plans that he gave me. Like he gave me a few meal plans too,
Okay.
which I still use. It's like amazing, so, like recipes, everything. It was
Okay.
actually like it helped so much. So after that, I got thin, but the problem was I was weak,
Okay.
right? So then
I mean, now you bench like 100. Right?
yeah. So after that, so this was like post Akib, like
Yeah. Post Akib.
post Akib. So with him, I did a lot of push pull legs. So that's it. So my arms were really lacking too. So then after that, I got on like a 6-day-a-week program.
Okay.
So I used to go to gym like 6 days a week. I did not miss anything.
And,
Like-
and you used to do the 75 hard thing and you
Yeah.
used to like work out twice a day
Yeah.
also.
So this was after that. So let's finish this first. So I was working out every day, and the issue was the reason I can't do that now is because that's all I did before. So
Okay, yeah.
so I just wake up, I'd
You had
pray.
like enough time to do it.
I'd wake up, I'd pray, go to the gym, okay, 3-4 hours in the gym, come back home, sleep.
Perfect. Recovery and then
Yeah,
you
like it was perfect because like see a normal person won't have that much
yeah.
time.
I mean, now we can't do
Yeah,
it.
now we can't do it. But the fact that I had so much time, I was able to utilize it so well, and just
Just for fitness.
full workout. So I made a lot. Like most of my progress was made then. I gained a lot of muscle then. Probably all noob gains, but
Yeah.
I was lifting really heavy and really like it was really intense. So after that, fitness sort of became a thing in my life. And then a few years passed. I mean, I think a year or two passed.
Yeah.
And then I started 75 hard. I think this was like a few months ago actually.
Yeah. This
Not
year,
sure.
right? Yeah.
This year, I think. So I did 75 hard, and honestly, I think doing stuff like that, it builds this mental framework where you're just like, I can do anything,
Okay.
you know? It's like
It just gives you that confidence.
because you say you're gonna do something and you do it.
Yeah.
So then you're just like, oh, I'm a person who does what I say I'm gonna do. You know?
Yeah. That's true.
Because like no one's like, I'm pretty sure most people can't do that. Like 75 hard.
75 days
It's
hard
like-
is like
It's like
Yeah.
extremely hard, right?
because you have to work out twice,
Exactly,
then you
exactly.
read 10 pages.
So this was during the exam period as well.
Oh yeah, okay, I can remember. Yeah.
So this was during exam period as well.
I
So
can
it
remember
was-
like some days you were exhausted, but
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like for 75 days there's no rest, right?
Yeah. But and like an insane effect of 75 hard is you're always pumped. like my muscles were always just like pumped to like it was always so and it was always pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a really good experience
Huh.
because I think it built that mental toughness.
Yeah. So, like, working out helps you a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, definitely.
I got the idea for Catalyst while working out, for
Yeah.
Chroma while working out, and like one of the clients we have right now while working out, and like it gives me like the peace of
Yeah.
mind to like think about all the stuff that's happening around because I'm focusing on one specific thing, and like now also I work out without music. I think you also do without music,
Yeah.
right? Like it helps me
Yeah.
think so much, and like it affects your day-to-day life, and like the confidence you get when you know that you can like just you're just fit to do anything.
Exactly.
That's like insane.
I think fitness especially is a big thing for people who haven't like done anything
Yeah.
in fitness,
Yeah.
right? like people who are just completely new to it, they get the most effects from it.
Yeah.
Like their life just becomes like 20, 30
Yeah.
times better.
I agree. Yeah.
Because like the mood shift especially is huge. Like there are no words to describe how much that has helped.
Yeah.
Like if I'm having a bad day, I go to the gym. I just like do some bench pressing,
Yeah.
like do some bicep curls.
No,
And
even
instantly I'm like so much more energized, more
Yeah.
happy.
no, like even when like I'm stressed and stuff, and like we have a lot of work, I
Yeah.
still make time to go and like do a 45-minute workout.
Yeah.
Because like that makes me think, and like after I come back, I'm like
Yeah,
full
exactly,
on, bro.
exactly.
I can like work really. Yeah.
Like you feel so motivated after
Yeah.
that.
That's true.
Like your mind is just racing. And
Yeah.
like I think if I have like a week without working out, it's terrible.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I actually get
So for
actually get
like
depressed.
the last 2 years, I don't think I've gone a week without working.
Same.
Like that's
Like
insane to think about.
I always like at least like even like the past couple of weeks have been like really
Yeah.
hectic.
The
So-
only time I would stop working is if I'm sick. But
Yeah.
like even if it's like a fever or something, I still do.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of the times when I'm sick and I work out, it actually makes it go away.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I mean, if it's just like fever
Yeah,
or
if
something,
it's
like,
something very minor.
you're like done
Yeah.
if you just do it. Huh. So,
And I feel like people underestimate the power of the mind.
hmm.
You know,
Okay.
like if you only knew how much your mind is capable of, because I think a lot of things people think are impossible
Mm-hmm.
until you do it.
Yeah.
Like
this.
until you just
Yeah.
you know-
So like Harsha, so I work with this AI kind of like building
Yeah.
a SaaS product also.
Yeah.
And so Harsha, he's the founder of that.
Yeah.
And he always says this thing, you're sick only if you think you're sick. And he like comes to work and stuff like,
Yeah.
like I know it doesn't work all the time, but like that mindset is like,
yeah. So see, I think that's another thing about the generation, right?
yeah.
I think we've grown too soft.
Hmm.
Like people may call it, toxic or whatever.
Yeah.
But thing is, it's not toxic because it's a constructive way of thinking about things,
Yeah.
right? Like you shouldn't let a circumstance just completely dictate how your life's gonna go. You know, like just because something bad happened,
Yeah.
you can't just wallow about it and just be like, oh shit, that
Yeah.
happened, so now I need
I
to.
mean, like, we are not perfect in any sense,
Yeah.
right? We are just giving our opinions. Like,
Yeah.
we are also not doing all these
Yeah,
things
yeah.
every single day, but we at least try
Yeah.
to. That's the thing.
But this is like the ideal.
Yeah, I mean, if
like-
we can also like
Yeah.
give 2 hours to work out every single day, that would be
Exactly,
perfect.
exactly.
But like, we also can't. But like, what we are saying is like, this is what we wanna be, and like, this is what we think is
like that prime mental toughness
Yeah.
is something I think I really want.
I also, yeah, same.
Because
I think we are developing it while we build this startup.
definitely.
Yeah.
Because like when you see people who are like extremely successful, like even sportsmen, like
Mhm.
Muhammad Ali,
Yeah.
like
Like
Cristiano
most of the
Ronaldo.
popular
Yeah.
athletes are like
Yeah.
really tough.
So,
In
like the level that they're playing at
yeah,
is something that's actually unfathomable.
yeah,
Like to the amount of consistency, the amount of
Mm.
effort they put in,
yeah.
they're not just gonna take a break when they feel like taking a break.
They just can't
Yeah.
do that. and like think about all these popular athletes, right? They have enough money to do anything,
Yeah.
and they have enough money to eat anything
Exactly.
they want at any given
Exactly,
second, right?
exactly.
But still, they don't do it because if they do it, they're done, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That discipline.
See, this is the thing,
like,
right? That's what I think also separates the really good
Yeah.
athletes, like the top,
Yeah,
from the normal athletes,
yeah.
right?
I mean, like I was playing sports, right? I didn't go to that level.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like it's really hard. Like you can't do it
Yeah.
because like that's not the
No,
only
see-
thing you do.
See, that's
right?
the thing. Again, obsession.
Yeah.
Right. Like, if you're gonna do something to that level, that needs to be the only thing going on in your life.
Yeah. I think we are obsessed with like building
Yeah,
this too.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because like we don't like there's not a single second that I don't think about work. Like it's even though like I give my like focus to
Yeah.
something else, still like in the
Yeah,
back of my mind I'm
exactly.
thinking okay right after I do this I have this thing to do.
See, that's another thing, right? people, if you just start doing something, if you only if you just want a certain goal, let's say we just wanted to build the business to reach a certain number, right? After we reach the number, it's just going to dip,
Yeah.
right? But I think the truly successful people, what's in their minds is not that.
Yeah.
Their mind is just getting to number one and staying number one.
Getting to number one is okay. Staying in number one is the
what's
hardest
hard,
thing.
right? So
Because you set the bar, right?
Yeah,
when you're number one, you
exactly.
set the threshold.
See,
Everyone else
this
follows
is
that.
like a really good example is Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi,
Yeah.
right? So these two footballers, I think they are like there's never going to be a footballer like them.
Yeah. Like, I personally like both of them.
No, yeah, both of them, their consistency
Yeah.
is insanity.
Uh-huh.
Like, both of them literally captured football for like the past couple of years. Like
Couple as in like for the
it was-
past decade, bro.
it was just them.
Yeah.
Like the Ballon d'Ors, everything, it was just them winning them.
It's
Like you compare that to before them and
Yeah.
after them, you can see like every year the Ballon d'Or is someone different, right? But in their period, in their prime, it was just both of them getting the Ballon d'Ors.
insane. Yeah.
And like even still, they're like old now and they're still playing at
Yeah.
such a high
Ronaldo
level.
is like 35 or
I think he's
something.
close to 40.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's it.
But-
Imagine be like that
But
fit.
even
that form.
even that at that age, and he's like still scoring goals. He's still
like
super
he's
fit.
still one of the best, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's some insane
Yeah.
dedication.
Wait, so we have this session called Rapid Fire. Before we go
Yeah.
to that, I want to talk about, because we were talking about it before, being introverted and extroverted.
Oh yeah. So Ronald is very clearly much more extroverted than I
Yeah.
am, and I am like a super introvert. Like it's way better now.
Yeah.
Like just,
Like,
just
you know-
speaking to this camera is crazy to me.
Yeah. so when we were starting, like, he couldn't handle like clients because like
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what he's gonna say
Yeah.
because he would just go blank.
Yeah. No, see, I think the way my brain works, it's just when that pressure is put on me, I'm just like my brain just goes blank. I don't know how to explain.
I
it.
think you were not used to it.
It's
Now
just-
you're
yeah,
getting used to it.
exactly.
You know how to handle it.
No, yeah, because like the pressure is like
Yeah.
normal now.
Yeah.
right?
Now
So,
it's like everyday thing.
exactly. So that's not a big problem. Like before, it was to a point where I was afraid to speak to like the cashier.
Yeah. I think you have to be extroverted to a certain level in order to like
No, see,
grow your
No,
startup
what
like
I
to a certain
realized, it's not just extroversion. It's like you can be an introvert and still be social.
yeah.
Right?
I mean that's like forcefully being
Yeah.
I mean that works too.
Like extroversion means that you get energy from
Yeah.
hanging out with people.
Yeah.
Like you love that more than
Yeah,
being with yourself.
yourself. Yeah.
But I love being by myself more.
I think I'm like ambivert more than extrovert. Like I love spending time by myself also, but still like when there's people around, like I can
Yeah.
full on like go and talk with them
But
and like
I think
network.
I'm like way different.
Yeah.
Like I prefer and I think a lot of people find me rude as well because I just
Oh,
like
just- yeah.
like if it's someone I don't like, I usually just like it's hard for me to have a conversation with them.
Oh yeah, I mean that's not just because you're introverted.
No,
like
but-
like there's certain like types of people. It's so hard to have conversations.
Yeah, but the thing is, like for me, I just need like this very specific kind of people that I like to hang out with.
Okay.
Like I can't talk with most of the people because they like a lot of people just like small talk.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and I hate it.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like conversation should be about substance.
Hmm.
Like there has to be like something good that's coming out of it.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you can't do that with all the people.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
sometimes
See,
you just have to like talk in order. to, like,
that's what I suck at.
Okay.
You know, like I can't make that kind of conversation. Like you know, if someone comes and asks me like a really deep question, I can talk for hours.
Okay.
Right.
I can remember. Yeah.
So like it's like even this podcast, I think like I can talk because it's topics that are
Yeah.
you know that are is enjoyable. You know, but if you start talking to me about some random thing like you know how the weather is today or something like that, it's like what? Like what is
Like
the
this
point?
podcast is just for us to like have fun and
Yeah,
just like record.
exactly.
Like we are not doing this for views or anything. Like,
Yeah.
we're just recording.
There's high chance for
Yeah.
anyway.
We are gonna watch.
We'll just
Yeah. So yeah, I just want to say that like you can be a full-on introvert and still like
Yeah.
grow your startup. But
Yeah.
I think being an extrovert gives you an edge because like it depends on the it depends on the type of business you have also. Like for
no,
some,
but for anything, networking is really
Yeah.
important.
but
Like I've come to realize that like like even if you let's say start a startup that's successful as an introvert, let's say it fails, you have no way to
Yeah.
get out of it from that point.
Yeah.
See,
You
like, but
need-
if you're,
you
if
need
you're,
a
if you're an
network.
extrovert, you build a network.
Yeah.
Even if your business goes to shit, you still have the connections.
Yeah.
You still have the people.
like even to get clients, like
Yeah.
being an extrovert, like I don't feel any pressure just going and talking to them.
Exactly.
Like,
So,
it's just a normal
so
thing.
now I think I've become less of an introvert.
Yeah.
No, not less of an introvert.
Introvert.
I
You
become
just
more
know how to
social.
handle
I've
situations.
become more social now.
Yeah.
Because I've talked to more people. Like I think a big thing before was I hated just like calling,
Okay.
like calling what do you call different places
Yeah.
to book
Uh-huh.
things, calling different. But like now I'm just used to it. Like I can just do it now.
See, now you just don't have time to think about it. You just
Yeah,
get it
yeah.
done. You just get it over with, right?
Like this was actually I think this tied into the procrastination too. Like I had so much anxiety about it.
Okay.
Like if I like talk to the cashier or something, or talked on call to some sort of service something, I just have this fear of embarrassing myself.
Okay. Okay, I get you. Yeah.
But then after you do it for a couple of times, you realize the worst that can happen is that you'll get embarrassed.
Yeah.
But that's it.
That's it.
Right? Like I mean, no one remembers anything.
And after a while, you just don't even think about getting embarrassed. You just feel
Exactly. See, like being embarrassed is nothing.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get embarrassed.
Yeah.
It's like it is bound to happen.
Yeah. Just bouncing off from that is
It's like I even sucked at like presentations and stuff. Like in uni.
Yeah.
It's like I just go up and I just freeze. Like
I think I never overthink stuff.
yeah.
So it's easier for me.
That's a big problem for
Yeah,
me.
I never overthink stuff. Like even if it's a presentation, like I don't think about it. I just look at the slide and I'm like, okay, I can talk about this, and I just talk about it. Like
I think-
overthinking only
I think
freezes you up.
it
on
was
stage.
really hard for me to just create thoughts so fast. Like I can't. Like it was very difficult with the pressure of people watching you.
Okay.
Like coming up with points, opinions on the spot with the pressure that someone's watching you is really difficult. Like it was like a big challenge for me. I don't know now because I haven't done a presentation in a while, but I think
Yeah.
now it will be much better.
Much better, yeah.
Because I think
I can remember like I used to just do like impromptu presentations.
Yeah,
Like, I just
exactly.
don't know what the slides look like, but I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
just go and do it, and like I can do it. Yeah. So yeah, we can just move on to the last thing. So we have like 10 questions which we got from ChatGPT, and yeah, we're just gonna try to answer it from max 3 words. Okay. Max 3. Okay.
what's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Reply to the 100 messages I have. Explanation. When I wake up, I actually have like 150 messages.
More than 3 words.
Okay, no. Wait. You can give an explanation. Wait. You can give an explanation. No. Wait. So you have to give the answer in like 3-4 words, and then you can explain if you want.
Sure.
Okay. So reply to messages because I have like 150 that I actually have to reply.
Okay.
What is
Mine
yours?
is brush teeth,
2 words. Brush.
pray.
Okay. Yeah.
So I wake up like really early in the morning, and I like first thing I do, I go to the washroom, brush my teeth.
When I go to sleep, he wakes up.
Yeah, I brush my teeth because I hate the feeling of your mouth in the early morning.
Yeah.
And then I just pray.
Okay.
And then recently I've just been going back to sleep after that.
Because you
Because
work till like
I sleep now at like 2.
yeah.
Yeah. So next question. what inspired you to start your first business?
A problem I had.
A problem he had. Coffee or energy drinks?
None. I haven't drank coffee or an energy drink in a couple of years. I have it just.
Tea.
Okay.
I mean, I do drink coffee and energy drinks too, but like tea is my go-to hot beverage.
I don't drink tea.
Because like my entire family, like, you know, drinks tea like twice a day.
Okay.
So I got used to that from when I was small.
Typical Sri Lankan.
Biggest challenge you faced as a young entrepreneur?
Raising, working, capital. 3 words. So raising the working capital was the hardest for me when I started. I got it from the 9 to 5 I did.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would have been easy if I just asked from my parents. But
Yeah.
I chose the hard way.
I think the hardest thing for me was definitely discipline, I think.
Okay, work ethic. Yeah.
But now it's not a challenge anymore.
Yeah. I mean, working capital isn't the challenge anymore. I mean, still starting out. Yeah.
How do you stay motivated when things get tough?
Discipline.
What about the times at like your lowest low? Like, let's say something really bad happened.
Discipline. See, discipline doesn't have emotions, right? You just do it anyway. Like sometimes I'm really motivated, then it's easy for me to do stuff. It's just when I'm not motivated, it's just hard.
There are some people I think who don't have that capacity.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. I think they need other things.
I mean, then they need to find something that motivates them. Like it's easy for me. I don't have to go looking for motivation because like when I have motivation, it's easy for me to do it. When it's not there, it's harder. Still, I do it the same way.
Yeah. So same. I think discipline is a really big thing. But I think if I'm ever going through anything tough, it's religion. Like, I think having religion has made like a huge impact in my life because it keeps you grounded, you know, and having like an objective set of, you know, this is right, this is wrong.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah.
What's your favorite app or tool for managing your business? Notion.
Notion. This is not sponsored by, but use Notion if you have a
Notion
business.
sponsor us.
Yeah. Notion sponsor us. we are paying like a huge amount for Notion. You had to pay per member, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we pay for all our team. Yeah.
Who's your biggest role model in business?
I don't have a single person. Steve Jobs, because I love his vision in creating products and team building. That's it.
Alex Hormozy.
Oh, okay. Legend. Yeah. He would come second.
We should invite him to the podcast.
Shit, yeah.
One day for sure. One book every entrepreneur should read.
Alex Hormozy's 2 books. Both of them are good.
Yeah.
I like the blue color cover book. I can't remember if it's Leeds or... I think it's Leeds. Yeah.
I think for me it was How to Win Friends and Influence People.
But every entrepreneur should.
Yeah, I think that's very important.
Okay. I've read that. You gave me that book.
From my perspective, right? Because I think that was a big challenge I had.
I mean, makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
What do you do to unwind after a long day of work?
We just don't. we don't unwind. Like we love working, so we just don't have the need to do that. Because like even if we get
sleep,
I would love that. Even when we get like a spare time, we just work on something that's not prioritized or something. Yeah.
But I mean, it's not that it's...
What happened to the 3 words?
I mean, it's not like it's raining, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
working on stuff like this.
Yeah.
If you weren't running a business, what would you be doing right now?
I mean, I do work as a technical product manager also. See that also to get experience, so that I have a future thing for Chroma, so I'm just gaining experiences for that.
You'd probably
I
still
would
be
probably just do that for another reason.
Yeah, you'd probably still be like a software engineer or something like that.
Yeah.
That's very scary. I actually don't know what I'd be. I think probably something to do with like
Drawing
design,
and
illustration.
design, and he's just really
Like
creative.
I was really into becoming a concept artist for like a gaming industry for a gaming company, like like Ubisoft or something like that. But obviously I never pursued that.
I mean, if we go bankrupt, we would do that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it, and I think this would be a very long podcast, but I mean, you're just dropping it anyway.
The first version we tried to record was...
we tried the first version and we didn't plan it. So one of the cameras just died and half of the conversation wasn't there.
Yeah, like, not even half, like, like 90% of the conversation.
Yeah. So
we just had 15 minutes of
recorded
footage.
it again. Yeah, so thank you for watching and catch
See you
you
in the
up
next
in
episode.
Next one. I don't know if you'll do one, but let's see.
You will.
When Notion sponsors us. See you. Thank you for watching.